live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
Well, hello there. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I'm your host, Lashia. What's up, y'all? How was y'all weekend? What was it? St. Patty's weekend this weekend, I think. Yeah, so people was drinking, acting crazy. I'm pretty much sure of it. Listen, before we get into any other things tonight, I want to just remind y'all that Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel and Facebook. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I thank you because you could be anywhere, but you decide to be here with me. So, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's show our sponsors some love, and we're going to do it in a different way tonight. So here we go. Hey guys, Lashia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body is the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment, because I am so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did. There you go, Euphoria, the healthiest water in Philly, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, detoxifying, hydrogen-rich, antioxidant, alkalize. You can find them on IG at Euphoria Water. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want it delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. Listen, he got those shower heads for y'all, so don't miss out on that great deal. Listen, guys, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. After you share, comment, hashtag Tdtv. Now, y'all, I missed y'all last week. I played a rewind. I missed y'all so much. But guess what came in this week? My new shirt. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. And they got my hold on, let me do a 360 for you guys. So hopefully I'll knock out none of the power or nothing like that. But I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, it got my handle, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Lashia Star. And you go find me here on YouTube. Think Different TV. Yes. I made the investment. I got me a new shirt, so I'm super excited about that. So we're going to get this party started, and we're going to jump into our Hit It and Quit It. As y'all know, if you have been a subscriber and a watcher of Think Different TV, You know that Hit It and Quit It are trending events in music, sports, political, celebrity, and local news. If you are new to my channel, hello, how are you? If you're new to my show, hello, how are you? Thank you for watching tonight. But that is exactly what Hit It and Quit It are. So we're going to jump into this, all right? So music and music news. Spotify introduced a new music discovery feed resembling TikTok. The scrolling feed will consist of new music podcasts and shows for users to discover. Producer Metro Boomin reportedly sells a portion of his catalog for nearly $70 million. Producer Hit Boy releases a track of his own where he seems to be dissing other industry producers, those being Metro Boomin, Hitmaker, Southside, and more. Seems like the hip hop community is in constant unhealthy competition with each other. A behavior we rarely see publicized in any other popular music genres. Boosie explains why he feels crack is healthier than fentanyl, stating that crackheads have been around for years. New York drill rapper Nas EBK, who was recently arrested for a failed YouTube prank, has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder after he allegedly killed a 22-year-old man in Times Square shooting last month. Rihanna performs Lift Me Up at the 96th Annual Academy Awards show. It was beautiful. She was able to do the performance with her baby. It's cute. Crazy fan tries to crash stage during Ice Spice's recent Rolling Loud set. Summer Walker shares her opinion on Lil Uzi Vert's lyrics at Rolling Loud, calling him a demon and telling people to find God, as if she isn't in the same business, just on a different coast. Shaka Khan apologizes to the artist she hurt following her comments about Mary J. Blige singing Sweet Thing vocals being too flat. Trey the Truth shares that he was racially profiled by officers at the airport as they attempted to search his bag for illegal narcotics. Gloss Up shares a recent story saying she went and had some cosmetic surgery done, although QCCOP said she didn't need it. 600 Breezy says Quavo will be classified as a snitch if he takes the stand and Takeoff's murder case. I don't know why it sounded wrong saying it, but I know I'm right. But I was like, just to make sure. Anyway, social media reacts to Jordan Sparks' performance of the national anthem at the Big 12 championship game. Lil Nas X issues an apology to the trans community after he was accused of sharing a photo that mocked transitioning. Everybody's sensitive. Glorilla's ex-bodyguard says he was fired for not fighting the woman who threw water on them. In recent months, fans have spotted young M.A. in the grocery store shopping on a motorized scooter and now with yellow eyes at the barbershop. The rapper came forward to admit she has some ongoing health issues while battling an addiction to alcohol. So let's pray for young M.A. Hurricane Chris found not guilty of 202 murder. Lotto reveals that she was arrested for bringing a loaded gun inside the airport, saying, "There's no cap in my rack, you stupid biatch." Anyway, celebrity news. Fans and viewers seem to think Angela Bassett was snubbed at the Oscars, with supporting actress going to Jamie Lee Curtis. Shocked the hell out of me. I didn't even know Jamie Lee Curtis even did anything new. But Angela Bassett has been very well in the public eye doing Black Panther and also most recently Wakanda Forever. So this was definitely a shock, even to her husband Courtney B. Vance. He was like, what the 64-year-old Madonna is now dating 29-year-old boxer Josh Popper. Blueface's mom went on IG Live and said something very odd. Her man's piece is bigger than her son's piece. Why are we comparing the two? You're gross. Bishop Lamar Whitehead faces new federal charges that he allegedly fabricated bank records to fund his mortgage for his New Jersey mansion. Black China reveals why she deleted her OnlyFans account, saying she has concerns with her son getting older and her not wanting him to see her as the rest of the world does, and that she believes she's worth more than that. She also hinted that her numerous lawsuits over the last few years have taken a toll on her mentally, and she also wants to get her butt injections removed, and also her breast reduced because she wants to go on this new journey. So shout out to Black China, noticing the problem, taking accountability, and then saying, I'm going to do something to better myself. Not a lot of people take accountability. So, there's a lot of people that are big upping her, and I want y'all to keep encouraging her on this journey because it's not easy being sleazy all them years and then trying to clean it up yourself. You get what I'm saying? So listen. Jimmy Kimmel takes a swipe at Will Smith's slap in 2023 Oscars opening monologue. Also, I guess the slap is something that people are finding an ease with talking about now, because before everybody was like on a hush, 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 hush. But now, because Chris Rock has addressed it in his comedy show, I guess everybody's like, oh, let's jump on the bandwagon. So that also includes Wayans, Marlon Wayans. He just recently did something for HBO Max, his comedy show, but he did a whole, I think it was like a good 10-15 minutes that he spent on the whole Will Smith, probably a little bit longer than that. But yeah, I think people are finding ease with talking about it. So yeah. Mike Epps under investigation after he brought a loaded handgun to an airport in his luggage in Indianapolis. Kim Whitley flirts with Marlon Wayans, and I was just talking about Marlon Wayans, and he says it stays on his mind. He says she's been trying him for years. I don't even blame her, because it looked like he working with a monster. I'm just saying, something about him is giving off BDA, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Krishan Rock considers getting an AB after her and Blueface's relationship problems are just flooding the internet. This has been one long drama-filled ride. Yeah, and he's also talked about how she don't do laundry and all this other stuff. Like, come on now, y'all doing too much. TikTok CEO Z Chu admits that he does not allow his kids to use the TikTok app. Whoopi Goldberg apologizes for using the term gyp, a term deemed offensive by the gypsy community. Let's be real. Back in the past, didn't gypsies used to go from place to place and be like swindling people? Or is that not what I mean, I'm not trying to come at the gypsies, but I mean, history. You get what I'm saying? History. They probably not doing it now, but history. And I guess that's where the term gyp came from. But everybody's so sensitive. Get a life. Anyway, Jamila Gooden. She said, I'm sorry for what I said. This was the pastor that went off talking about stuff. She was going to whoop a woman's behind because that woman said she had a word for her husband. And she said, oh, no, you don't have a word for him. You have a word for us. And she said when she catch her in the streets, she's going to whoop that ass. She said that. This chick is crazy. Wait. Let me see if I can get it right. She said, I guess y'all forget she from Brooklyn or something like that. But she said she's just an anointed She's like, y'all be forgetting I'm a Brooklyn chick. But all right, y'all too loud out there. That's why I had to start the show late, y'all. It was a little bit later because it was too much noise going on outside. And I was like, are y'all going to stop? What's going on? Anyway, moving on. So she was like, y'all must forget she's like, I'm still a Brooklyn chick. I'm an anointed Brooklyn chick. So she trying to remind whoever it is out there. And I think she said the lady's name. I can't remember it offhand right now, but she was definitely coming for that ass if she keeps on flirting with her man. Anyway, in sports news, former NBA player Shawn Kemp, known for his spectacular dunking skills during his career with the now OKC Thunder, former Seattle Supersonics, has been taken in and booked for an alleged drive-by shooting in Tacoma, Washington. Wow, I did not expect it to end that way. What? Whew. Lord Jesus. Everybody's a shooter now. Everybody's a shooter. Everybody got some type of, it's like, you ain't large if you ain't been charged. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Coca-Cola pulls Ja Morant's Powerade ads following his gun flashing incident. Here we go. In recent photos posted by the club owner of his public strip club activity, the owner was trying to defend Morant, saying he's a good kid and didn't drink or anything while there. To be honest, that's not helping his current case in the NBA. The internet has given Ja Morant a new nickname, Ja Warrant, and it was trending in the past week. After Ja Morant's recent carelessness and his incident on the internet, NLE Choppa, who created the single called Mo Up Front, which was the featured song on the commercial, will miss out on the opportunity. So he messing up other people's money. Anyway, former and veteran NBA players revealed that, yes, the NBA does hire private investigators and the FBI keeps a close eye on their investments. I meant players. Pau Gasol, jersey, has been retired right next to his best friend, the late, great Kobe Bryant. And it was a very tearful ceremony. Patrick Ewing gets fired as the head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas basketball team. Michael Irvin refiles $100 million it's the M's. $100 million Marriott lawsuit and releases the security footage. Wow. In other news, 4 Americans kidnapped at gunpoint in Mexico, identified as a group of friends who traveled from South Carolina to get a tummy tuck operation. Only 2 were found alive. Let's be honest, that was a pickup gone wrong. We're all adults here. There's no need to lie, but that's a thin cover-up story. No tell the police. I doubt this situation is over. It's a lot going on. 19-year-old Ariel Foster of Boston, Massachusetts, hit the jackpot of robberies. She is accused of stealing over $500,000 from her job at a jewelry store to buy a Tesla, fund a vacation to Hawaii, and more. That chick was like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out guns blazing. I'm going to steal this money and I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to buy me a car. There's no way they're going to find out that I stole this money. Stupid idiot. More than 300 people mysteriously sickened on a Texas-Mexico cruise ship. Wisconsin woman, 21-year-old Morgan Lund, pled not guilty to the February 18th slashing of her boyfriend and blamed it on a mental illness. She claimed she thought she was having a dream where she stabbed him 19 times. She claimed she saw a dark, non-human figure committing the murder when it was in actuality her. She's being held on $250K bond, and her charges are attempted first-degree intentional homicide. She probably need to make friends with what's the other girl, Ariel Foster. Maybe she take $250,000 and bail that chick out. Anyway, TikTok has launched a new feature allowing creators to charge people between 99 cents and $89.99 for access to exclusive videos. So like OnlyFans, Patreon, subscription. I think they already was kind of doing that because I think people already had subscription, and Instagram is doing it now. People got subscription things going on, and they got like broadcasts that they set up or whatever. I don't know. They're doing a lot. Social media influencers will no longer get paid for Instagram and Facebook Reels. A few Karens and Kens faced off in a viral video of them fighting with Taco Bell staff. When they said Taco Bell Dorito Locos Tacos, I don't think this is what they meant. 6th grader confronts the school board by reading them an LGBTQ sexual book found inside a book Let me rewind. Basically, he went to the board and was like, "This is not acceptable," and he found a book related to transgender and everything in the library where it was talking about some really graphic stuff. So yeah, he was like, "I'm not for this, Daddy," and they went to the board. So that's what it was. Woman claims the wind blew the drugs in her purse during an arrest. Ah, Texas woman arrested for allegedly trying to sell a car she rented for $10K. To try to get a return on her investment. Okay. 21-year-old pregnant woman slain while trying to rob people in Belmont Cragen in Chicago. Nearly 30 schoolgirls have been hospitalized with anxiety attacks after allegedly playing with Ouija boards at their school in Columbia. Gotta stop messing with them spirits. Telling you, them spirits do not play. 84-year-old Florida substitute teacher named Wolfgang Springer was arrested after allegedly inappropriately touching, filling, and dry humping students. With a name like Wolfgang. Gang, gang. Anyway, Mississippi man found murdered and severed a month after disappearance. Victim told police that men were after him just before his death. Yeah, that was a crazy story that I saw. Had to take a sip of my Euphoria water. All this news is making my mouth dry. 32-year-old Georgia man Matthew Eric Smith was crushed to death while allegedly trying to steal a catalytic converter. Damn. Shouldn't have been where he was at. NYC couple claims they found a dead rat floating in their soup. That's freaking gross. Florida man, 57-year-old Sidney Holmes, was convicted in April of 1989 for 1988 robbery, in which he was accused of being a getaway driver. He was originally serving 400 years, but has been exonerated after serving 34 years. 7 deputies charged with murder in the death of black man, 28-year-old Irvo Noel Otieno at a state-run psychiatric hospital. So pretty much they murdered a 28-year-old who was in a psychiatric hospital. 25-year-old Wisconsin woman, Taylor Business, a married woman, who attacked her lover after choking him during drug-fueled sex. Jeez, drug-fueled sex, attacks her own lawyer during courtroom hearing. Jeez. Scientists for the first time have created baby mice with 2 fathers and called it. It said it is an important step in both stem cell and reproductive biology. What? Who be thinking about this stuff? Who sit up there and say we gonna make a baby mouse with 2 fathers? Freaking weird. New Jersey woman dies after allegedly setting house on fire to avoid eviction. Family Feud contestant Timothy Blefnick was charged with murdering his wife after he revealed his shocking answer to a question on the show. No. He was just charged with murder. He was on Family Feud. And they found this old clip of him on Family Feud, and it was the thing like the question was, what do you regret about your marriage or whatever? And they said saying I do. That was his answer. But it was a game, y'all. It was a game. He was on a game show. I'm sure y'all may think it's foreshadowing, but like, no, I don't think that had any bearing on him, killing his wife. But I mean, anyway, moving on. Former officer reveals why he quit the LAPD, saying he felt betrayed. It was a black police officer. You think? Pet monkey fatally shot after ripping woman's ear off like a piece of paper. 400,000 gallons of radioactive water leaks from Minnesota nuclear plant. Excel Energy. Florida man, 35-year-old Timothy Teller, was arrested for allegedly holding a masseuse at gunpoint and demanding a happy ending. Oklahoma man, 41-year-old Lawrence Anderson, was sentenced to life in prison for killing a 4-year-old, the uncle, and a woman whose heart he cut out and cooked. That was wow, a lot. That was a lot. In local news, a group of up to 8 people beat and stomped a woman unconscious along a Center City sidewalk last month. Philadelphia police said. I'm in Philly. So those of you who are just joining my show, hello again. Yeah, I'm in the Philadelphia area. So when I talk about local news, that's what I'm talking about. Last Tuesday, police released surveillance images and video of the February 23rd attack at 15th and Chestnut that left a 33-year-old victim with injuries to her head, face, and body. And I think also they stole her credit cards and all that other stuff, and it was crazy and ridiculous. And that's why I stay my ass in the house after a certain time. Political news. A new Minnesota law will allow driver's license for illegal immigrants. 80,000 illegals will be, I don't even like saying it, 80,000 immigrants will be able to receive a driver's license under this new bill. Anyone born after 2006 can never buy tobacco products under new California law. Y'all need to be smoking anyway. Anyway, Congress considers passing a bill for a 4-day work week, saying hope is to increase the happiness of humankind, mankind. Yeah. So good on them. We said goodbye to Robert Blake, who was accused of killing his wife. But he was on some popular show back in the day. He died. Bobby Caldwell, he passed away at the age of 71 after battling the illness. He did What You Won't Do for Love. Yeah, a lot of people still at this moment and point still think that he was black. No, he was a white man. He was a white man with a lot of soul. His soul was black. Lance Reddick. This one hits home for me because he was in the new John Wick movie. He's been in the John Wick series. Actually wrapped up John Wick 4. He was on a press tour with John Wick 4. He's also been on The Wire, and he was on American Horror Story Covenant as the I don't want to say witch doctor. I don't think that's what it was, but he was the guy that would come out and, I don't know the name. Because it's been a while since I've seen it, so I can't remember. But yeah, he passed away. And also Sean Lampkin, better known as Nipsey from Off of Martin, he passed away recently too on March 8th. Birthdays that were celebrated. Emile LaRue from Groove Theory. She did a song, Tell Me If You Want Me To. Yeah, she just turned 50. There's new music releases. Chloe released In Pieces. Conway, The Machine, did Won't He Do It? And Triple La Fire and I Am Young P has their F Rehab mixtape coming very soon. And guys, that was our Hit It and Quit It. So y'all, let me take a sip. Listen. Listen. Tonight's hot topic is a little crazy. All right. It's a little crazy. And I seen all the comments under the video I posted on my Instagram page. Just follow me on Instagram at Lashia Stars right down in the corner there. Speaking of that, hold up, y'all. Now, wait a minute. I ain't even come a thing going at the bottom. There we go. I knew something was missing. Anyway, so yeah, y'all was saying a lot of comments about this hot topic tonight, which is birthing people. Is society trying to define what a mother is? All right. This is a Tdtv exclusive brought to you by Lashia Star and sponsored by Euphoria Water. Now, last time I spoke with you guys live, we did the Tdtv exclusive on what is a woman, in which we defined what a woman was, because apparently in this world, no one knows what a woman is anymore. Everybody's trying to be so politically correct. Anyway, back to the Tdtv exclusive for tonight. So this is our Tdtv exclusive. Please, at this moment, share this live. Share the love by sharing the live. After you share, please hashtag Tdtv. While I have that up on the screen, I'm going to jump to the comments. We got Trula Faher in the building. Said, welcome to Think Different TV. Hashtag Tdtv. And that's our signal, you know, the brain, the TV, and the 2 exclamation points. Hashtag HIQI, which is Hidden in Quidditch. There was a lot going on. I Am Young P is in the building. He said, illuminate, let her go now. I think he was talking about one of the Hidden in Quidditch. I kind of just rolled through, guys, because this topic is going to be yeah. They talk about sports mode. Y'all gotta tell me what that means. She was in hashtag sports mode. Make sure y'all also hashtag FYP for you page, so more people can tune in. Yes, rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. And now we're gonna jump into the hot topic. So thank you guys for tuning in. So here's the thing, right? I'm just going to I got a lot to say, but I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum. All right, try to keep it to a minimum. I want to hit y'all with the facts. So here we go.
I'm coming in hot.
Using the term mother to birthing people.
Black birthing people.
Black birthing people.
Black and indigenous birthing people.
Is the administration's official policy to replace the term woman with birthing people?
I was a little taken back when I just read it and saw it, that the term mother was gone in spots and it was replaced with birthing people.
Again, if we're trying to be precise in the language that's used.
Mom's a pretty good word.
Everything that's worth living and dying for is under attack right now.
This environment that has been created and corrupted and manipulated does not respect women, does not respect children, does not respect men. It cares nothing for family. If that is the society that we want to live in, then we need to see how crazy we are. Really. The world is in the condition that it is in because of the disrespect of the woman. There's so much that we place around her because, as we are also taught, that when you teach a man, you are teaching an individual. When you teach a woman, you are teaching a nation. Every prophet came from the womb of a woman. Every intelligent, strong, powerful man and woman came from the womb of a woman. So that's why they have to attack mother and remove father, because before you can get to her, you have to get through him. Every wise nation has security, and the man is supposed to be that security. Can a woman secure too? Of course. Are there female warriors? Absolutely. However, because of her value, because a whole nation comes out of her, so you must be protected. And the man having that essential position by nature, so someone who knows that about you will do their best to make sure you are removed, because there is a standard of conditioning that has to take place. Man, woman, child. If I want to get to that, I have to remove your protector, because he is watching to make sure that everything that goes on in this environment is safe and secure. That's why they have to attack masculinity, because they know, damn, if there's real men around here, we can't really do what we want to do. And if there are real women, we for damn sure can't do what we want to do, because she's going to protect that child, he's going to protect that woman, and they both are going to protect society.
Check this out, y'all. I thank God I have this platform and focus more on educating than just regurgitating info not backed with fact. Think Different TV has helped me think differently and be open-minded to other points of view, even if I do not agree. Now, let me be honest. I was about to be all up in arms about the term birthing people. I don't know about what this is all about until I did my research. And yes, I do research my topics. I don't want to be ignorant and just say anything on my show. I never know who's watching, and I want my show to be a wealth of information, not a trash bag of lies. Anyway, let's dive into these terms. All right. So, what is a birthing person? All right. Someone who gives birth, regardless of their gender identity, which may be cis women, trans man, non-binary, or other. Now, cis woman, what the is that, right? Cisgender, someone whose gender identity aligns with their sex assigned at birth, i.e. cisgender man, cisgender woman, meaning whatever part you was born with, that's what you identify as. If you got a penis, you identify as a man, and if you have vagina, you identify as a woman. Transgender, someone whose gender identity is the opposite of their sex assigned at birth, i.e. trans man or trans woman. And it's just the opposite. I have a penis, but I feel like a woman. I have a vagina, but I'm a man. There you go. Now, when the term birthing person was created, the objective was to have a term to include trans men and non-binaries who become pregnant that don't identify as women. Here's the thing. In this case, they are aiming to keep sex and gender separate. Meaning, just because you have the reproductive parts of a female does not mean you identify as a woman or have to identify as a woman. At least anywhere, but definitely not when you're in the labor and delivery room. The problem that has arisen is cis women, someone such as myself, being referred to as birthing people instead of mothers. Now, is this on a large scale? No. Social media is a funny thing. It has the ability, if we let it, to make a mountain out of a molehill. Hear me out. I was saying, I don't want to be called a birthing person. I'm a mother. Let's think about that phrase for a moment. Not every birthing person is a mother. And not every mother is a birthing person. Think about it. Surrogates are birthing people, but not mothers. Don't get me started on baby moms. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Inversely, adoptive mothers are mothers, but not birthing people. Person is the umbrella term. And in this world, there are different types of people. A cis woman like myself is a birthing person who prefers to be called a mother. I realize that mother is a term used by a subset of people who are able to birth children. Although most females have the anatomy to give birth, not all identify as women. This is where sex is separate from gender identity. Y'all, my hair is in my eyeball. See, something's always in the way of me trying to deliver my message, right? So y'all see this? See this? Okay. All right, I'm good now. I know this all seems confusing, but simply put, birthing person is and should be used in a medical setting if it is not clear what the person identifies as, or if it's a trans man giving birth. Should all language in legal settings be changed from mother to birthing person? It depends on the document. There are still more layers to all of this, but for right now, I know I don't want to be called a birthing person, even though I know that's technically what I was when I gave birth to my son. I prefer to be called mom or mother. Now, here's another thing. Going back, there are females out there who are unable to birth children. All right. And that doesn't take away from them. All right. They just have to look into other options. So when someone says, I'm not a birthing person, I'm a woman. It's odd because it's like, yeah, I guess you're not a birthing person if you can't birth children. I don't know. It's just weird, y'all. It's weird. It's a different time, a different place. But I think we need to get into some videos just so we can be, you know. Here's someone who does set against the term, but I don't think he fully has the information on it. But I'm just, I'll never know. But go ahead.
I might get some hate for this, but somebody asked me in my videos whether or not I would consider using the word chest feeding or birthing person. And my answer is no. I'm 100% for being inclusive, but not if it comes at the cost of excluding and devaluing someone else. If someone's validation hinges on the invalidation of somebody else, then I'm not going for it. No matter who it is, whatever it's at, I'm not going for it.
Now, here's my thing, right? Referring to it as chest feeding and referring to someone as a birthing person, I don't know why people are thinking that you have to refer to everybody that way or say that about everybody. Like, it's people that take it too far. I'm not gonna lie. It's people that's always trying to ruffle people's feathers and rock the boat and do all this crazy stuff and just like, it's not even all that deep. All right. And let me just say that this next person I'm about to play, she kind of like agrees with what I'm saying right now, or I agree with her because I saw her video first. But anyway, look.
Not a pregnant mom, it's a birthing person. It's not breastfeeding, it's chest feeding.
Just because you add the term birthing person or chest feeding to vocabulary doesn't take away mom, pregnant woman, or breastfeeding. Like, you still get to use that language when you're talking about yourself or someone who identifies with that. You realize that, right? Like, if you're hanging out with your friend who identifies as a woman and you're like, are you gonna breastfeed? No one's gonna be like, you can't ask that. You have to ask if she's gonna be chest feeding. Like, you don't have to do that. You can say breastfeed and no one's gonna like jump out of the bushes and slap you. We're just adding terms. We're not taking any terms away. Now we have terms for people who don't like those terms or don't identify with those terms. We just have more terms now. Like, if you're pregnant, your doctor will never call you a birthing person. If you don't want, they'll call you mom. They'll call you a woman. Your doctor will call it breastfeeding. Your friends will call it breastfeeding, unless you specifically ask them not to, or unless they don't have the information necessary to judge that that's what you want. Like, you realize that. We're just adding terms.
And I totally get what she's saying. It's like you adding terms to the dictionary. We're adding terms all the time. People's always making up different words and stuff like that. And I know sometimes we joke every year, like, can we please do away with this in the 2023 year? Or can we do away with this phrase or this, like, and things come and go. Lingo comes and goes. Now, I think the problem that a lot of people are having is that this is being taken to the level of, laws and all of this other stuff, and it is being put into, legal jargon and everything like that. Well, let's be honest, half of y'all don't even read that stuff anyway. And y'all are making a big deal out of nothing. All right. Now, like I said, at first, when I heard the term birthing person, I was like, I hope they're not about to just say that that's what we are. Like they're reducing us to cattle. Like we just out here having babies and stuff like that. And, you know, and the thing about it is that it's silly of us to think, cis women to think that we're the only ones out here having kids. All right. We're not the only ones out here having children. There are trans men who are having children. Yes, they still have female parts. Yes, they're still biologically female. Okay, we get that. But they do not identify as women. They identify as men. All right. They identify as men. So, but still, they can get knocked up just like I could get knocked up because they have the plumbing necessarily to get knocked up. You get what I'm saying? Or if they just decide, you know, at a certain point in their life that they want to have children and they are able to have children, they should be able to have children. If they're going to provide, the only thing we should be worried about is if the child is being provided with a happy, healthy home and that they're going to be happy. And I think a lot of people are getting, because me too, I do wonder how that all plays out, how they would explain it to their child and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it ain't my damn business. Because it's kids that grow up in a home with a mom, a dad, and all this good stuff, and still end up shooting up schools and becoming serial killers. So let's not be all like, oh, it's going to affect the child. We don't know if it's going to affect the child. We don't know. Every child is its own person. After a certain point, they get influenced by different things. It don't necessarily have to be the home that influences them. You feel me? Now the whole thing about it is that, like, even y'all was talking about, like, there was a lot of people talk about when women who are the quote unquote man in a relationship, in a lesbian relationship, you know, but they don't identify as a man. They still identify as a woman. They just are, you know, they just are the man, the masculine energy in the relationship, and they get pregnant. Y'all be like, yo, homie got knocked up. You get what I'm saying? So how is that different from a trans man? And then there's non-binaries, which I'm still doing research on that. I don't fully understand, but this is someone who don't identify as a man or a woman. They just identify as a human being. And hey, if that's what floats your boat, that's you. But when they become pregnant, they may not want to be called a mother. If they may not want to be called that. I have 3 videos I'm gonna play back to back that is birthing people explained, so y'all can get an idea of what it's all about. Here we go.
We are not saying that women who are pregnant can't call themselves mothers. What we are actually saying is that because not everyone who can get pregnant is a woman, then not everyone who is pregnant has to call themselves a mother. Like, you can absolutely be a birthing person and a mother at the same time, because mother is a subset of birthing person. Like, saying that a mother isn't a birthing person would be like saying that this shirt isn't the color yellow because it's egg yolk colored instead. Egg yolk is just one of the many shades that can fall under the yellow umbrella, just as how mother is one of the things that can fall under the people who are able to get pregnant umbrella. Like, yes, you are 100% a mother, and you 100% have a right to be proud of having given birth. The only thing that us pushing the term birthing person is trying to do is to make it clear that there are plenty of people who are not women who also have the right to be proud of having given birth as well.
Part 2. The irony here is that it's not a birth giver, it's a birth person who gives birth. The irony is that, like, as a woman, you're also a person. Like, person is the big umbrella, and underneath that is woman, but there's many different kinds of people. So when you say, I'm not a birthing person, I'm a woman, you just sound silly. And also, you're so adamant about, I want to be called a mother, I'm a woman. But then by saying only women give birth, you are invalidating so many people and not listening to what they want to be called by. Like, we can't have it both ways.
I'm not a birth person. I'm a mother.
You are absolutely right. That child growing inside you makes you a mother. I'm non-binary, so if I were to become pregnant and have a child, I would be Renti, which is the gender-neutral version of mom or dad, like parent. If a transgender man were to become pregnant and have a baby, he would be the father. Or seahorse dad. I like that one. Seahorse dad is really cute. And all of those fall under the umbrella of birthing people.
So guys, I just wanted to just throw that out there. I wanted to take a real quick pause for the cause, but that is definitely what it is I know that it all seems very confusing, and I know there's a lot of people like, oh my gosh, like this is too much. This is like, what kind of society are we living in today, and why is it so confusing, and why is there so many different things going on? And what we have to realize is that the world is ever changing. I mean, at one point in time, Black people couldn't be with white people, the same sex couldn't date, in public, because they, for fear of being, hell, Black people couldn't even walk the streets without being lynched. I mean, that's still going on. That's a whole nother situation entirely. But I'm telling you guys, like, there are a whole lot of changes being made in society, and what we have to do is we have to realize these changes. And I'm not saying you have to embrace it completely. You don't have to, say, okay, but you just have to realize that this world is ever changing. And there's way more clips that I want to show you guys tonight before I wrap this topic up. Here's an example of birthing person, like the whole situation. I'm just playing.
I don't want to be referred to as a womb owner. I don't want to be referred to as a pregnant person. I don't want to be referred to as a bleeder. I don't want to be referred to as a birthing person. I don't want to be referred to as a chest feeder. I don't want to be referred to as a cis woman. I am a woman. Please respect my pronouns. Thank you.
You know what? We're just going to blow past the fact that you don't know what a pronoun is. In my senior year of high school, I was on the prom planning committee, and I remember making the suggestion that we also plan a garden party that everyone was invited to so that no one was left without one. And the popular girls really didn't like this idea because they thought that a garden party should be like, your close friends, and then the prom is something that we plan for everyone. Which I understood. So I was like, okay, well, maybe we should plan this separately, and it's optional, right? Like, you don't have to come to this. You can plan and do your own garden party. But then they were conflicted because if everyone was going to this garden party, of course that's the party that they would want to go to. And so somehow this communal garden party felt like an attack on their garden party. And I honestly think about this every single time I hear these conversations about inclusive language. For example, let's talk about the term birthing person. Listen, I've carried 3 pregnancies to term. I've given birth 3 times. I've nursed 3 kids. I'm raising 3 kids. I'm a mom. But I'm also able to understand that not all moms give birth and not all people who give birth are moms. So if a hospital is writing a policy or someone's hosting a class or someone's talking about the experience of giving birth and they use the term birthing person, I completely understand. It's not only more inclusive, it's also more concise. And it in no way threatens or erases my identity as a mom. And pretending that it does is just some petty high school prom committee bullshit.
So I hope that put things in perspective for you guys, because we get so caught up with semantics. It's like people just, you want to be offended by every daggone thing nowadays. And it's just like, live your life. Live your life. If you never had a situation where this was the case, where your doctor was referring to you as a birthing person, Why are you getting offended? Why are you feeling some type of way? You get what I'm saying? It never was meant to be a thing to attack cis women. It was always meant to just include others who do not identify as women that give birth, i.e., trans men and non-binaries. All right. So I hope that put things in perspective. Now, there are people that are totally against using birthing person as a blanket term, which I understand. You shouldn't use it as a blanket term for everybody. You know, I mean, as far as like, we know that that is the umbrella term, but you don't have to see a cis woman pregnant and say, "Oh, look, there's a birthing person." you no, you don't have to do that. You can just realize that that is something that is used in medical settings, that is being used in some rewritten law jargon and everything like that. But I'm going to show you someone who had a problem with that being a blanket term. And it's kind of like working into politics and stuff like that, working its way into politics. So let's get to it.
There's a lot of people that are going to be upset by what I'm about to say, but that is perfectly okay with me because this is the dialogue that we need to be having. Like, this needs to be open, so I'm going to say it. Yesterday, Congresswoman Cori Bush testified on her experience as a Black woman giving birth. She talks about how she almost died, her children almost died because the doctors didn't believe her pain. This is something that's happening every day. It's fucking terrible. Something needs to change. In an effort to be inclusive, rather than saying Black women, she used the term birthing people to include trans men and non-binary people who also give birth. Many people were very upset at the fact that she chose to use the term birthing people when talking about this experience, and I was one of those people. Let me tell you why. I totally agree with using inclusive language. I think it's very important. However, for someone who identifies as a woman, the term birthing people does not make me feel included. It makes me feel like livestock. Women around the world are still being reduced to their reproductive organs. They are still being forced into having children, even if they don't want to. And using terms like birthing people is only going to make that easier. I'm running out of time, and why I'm against the term birthing people, part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, you're going to want to go and watch that first. I voiced my concerns on Twitter about how I believe using the term birthing people is erasing the experience of women giving birth, and I got a lot of pushback. People said I was being transphobic, which is... what? I'm in no way suggesting that we shouldn't include trans men and non-binary people in this discussion, but it is a fact that childbirth affects women disproportionately more than any other group. If we're going to use inclusive language, we shouldn't use language that excludes the woman's experience. My point is further proven by the fact that rather than focusing on Congresswoman's very traumatic experience of giving birth as a woman, all anyone can focus on is the term birthing people. That's all everyone's talking about. It's already erasing women's experience. You guys. I lost my light, sorry. Until we find better terminology, I think that we should include all of the terms. Women, trans men, and non-binary people who give birth, because birthing people is not it. It doesn't work. And this is a hill I've decided I will happily die on because as a Black woman, I'm more likely to die during childbirth anyway, so... don't call me a birthing person, thank you.
So I get what she's saying. Like, do not use birthing people when you're relating it to just women like women, cis women. Do not use that as a blanket term because our experience is not the experience of a trans man giving birth and is not the experience of a non-binary giving birth. You get what I'm saying? Especially when the Black woman's, the whole thing with Black women giving birth, it's been such a crazy thing happening where a lot of us are dying giving birth to our children, right? And you don't want to say Black birthing people because it's not about birthing people. It's not about the blanket term. Right now, we're talking about Black women, Black cis women who are going through this. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're talking about your experience as a Black cis woman, Black women, like, and you went through this experience and you want to say is a Black woman's experience, it's a Black woman's experience. Black women go through stuff that white women don't go through, Asian women don't go through. You know, you can't use the blanket term in that way. And that's where she messed up at. Cori Bush, you messed up. You messed up. You're trying to include other groups that, first of all, I'm gonna say it like this: they have just started being recognized, right? But Black women have been going through these problems for years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. Stop it. Stop the madness. So anyway, maybe thousands is a little, but hundreds of years definitely. You know, not being if you say I'm feeling a pain here, they don't really take you seriously. They brush it off. Oh, you'll be fine. This, that, the third. Yeah, we've gone through that for freaking hundreds of years. And it's not just with birth either. It could be with an actual ailment. We could feel lightheaded, dizzy. Tell the doctor. They looking at us like, you're fine. Just, just go home and later. It was a woman who said she felt uneasy, dizzy, all of this stuff. The doctor was like, oh, well, it'll be fine. You go ahead. She was walking to the car and died because they didn't listen to her. They didn't listen to her. And then the doctor was like, oh, well, like, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, Black women have gone through a lot of stuff. So don't call us birthing people when you're saying women. And also, women, that just made me mad. But anyway, we're going to jump into some inclusive language.
Can someone please, for the love of God, tell me what the fuck is going on with this inclusivity bullshit on this app right now? You can love whoever you want to love. You can be whoever you want to be. I don't care. I'll call you whatever you want to be called. If you want to be a birthing person, fine, I'll call you that. If you want to be called a chest feeder, I'll call you that. I don't care. I don't want to be called that. It is not inclusive. Because if it was inclusive, then everyone would be included in that. But they're not. They're not. It's just about the trans and non-binary people. Some things are just for women. Some things are just for men. Some things are just for trans and non-binary. And that is okay. Because the world isn't always inclusive. But don't push your inclusivity on everyone else when it's not inclusive. And you expect us to call you whatever you want to be called, but you won't call us what we want to be called. You know? Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So I want to come on here today and explain my personal opinions on the terms birther, birthing person, and how transphobia and transphobic, the terminology, is being thrown around a lot right now. And I want to put my sort of 2 cents into the story. To everyone who watched my last video and shared and commented and liked, I just want to say a huge thank you. Like, I was not expecting that, and that wasn't why I posted the video. The reason why I felt so strongly about that, the women who are close to me in my life were getting really upset by what was going on with the terms like chest feeding and womb carriers, and I just had to say something about it because it was going crazy. So if you want to watch that video, go and have a look. But let's get into what I think about the terms birther and birthing person. I understand that for trans men and non-binary people who are giving birth, being called a mother would be super offensive. However, I don't agree with using the term birther and birthing person as a blanket term for everyone who gives birth, and let me explain why. If we look at the statistics of who gives birth, most people who give birth are women and mothers. So they should be called that. That is what they are. We can't take that away from them because it's dehumanizing them. That's how I would imagine they feel. However, I do agree with the inclusive language to make people feel comfortable. That's just common sense. As a trans woman and as trans people and non-binary people, we get to decide our labels and what we feel comfortable being called. So why is a small group of people pushing these labels onto women? Women get to decide what they are called. That's equality. That is literally the definition of equality. So yes, I agree with the inclusive language, but no, I don't think all people should be called birthing people because that is just not okay.
All right, y'all. We're winding down to the end of this topic. But I do want to play 2 more videos for you guys, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But definitely, it has opened my eyes to a lot of things that if I wanted to just stay in my bubble, and I just wanted to say, I just want to feel the way I want to feel, and I don't want no type of education. I don't want to educate myself. We're always constantly learning. I'm always constantly learning different things about myself, about the world, about all these different topics. And I think it's doing us a disservice when we do not research topics. Y'all want to research everything else. Y'all want to go into researching about all these celebrities and everything like that, but issues that actually affect us socially, y'all want to shy away from doing any type of research, and we want to want to remain ignorant. And the thing is, I cannot remain ignorant on this. I feel like I need to know what the hell is going on in this world. I am bringing up a son. His dad is very much in his life and helping to bring him up as well. And it helps to know what's going on in the world, so we don't feel like, oh wow, that just hit me upside the head. I didn't even know that was going on out there. You cannot remain ignorant. You cannot sit up there and say, oh, I never knew, or I didn't know. It's the age of information, technology, all of these different things. You can go and find information on anything nowadays. I remember back in the day when I was young, I had to pull out an encyclopedia and they was not up to date. You wasn't getting updated information on a regular basis. Y'all are getting information updated on a regular basis. So do yourselves a favor and get well versed on certain topics. Learn about different things. Don't be afraid to learn. Because the thing about it is that when we sit there and we are afraid to learn new things, we're keeping ourselves stagnant. And you cannot grow as a person if you don't take the time out to learn something new. Now, am I saying this particular topic you have to go out and research? No, I'm talking about just in general. Do not be one of those people that's like, I don't know, I don't care, this and third, because you be one of the people up there lost in the sauce. When certain things happen, you'll be like, I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know this was going on. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. And you're going to get lost. You're going to be left behind. And you don't want to be left behind. So I want to make it my business to research these topics and also have this platform so I could share the information with you guys. Because I know with some people that was like, what the heck is going on? I did put up a video on my page of a trans man who was pregnant. And he's on TikTok. His name is Danny. The trans man, I believe, is his TikTok name, TikTok handle. And he gave birth to a baby. And I'm like this. If you are a healthy person, the thing about it is I was getting things like he has a mental illness and this, that, and third, and all this stuff. And I was just like, wow, like, okay. Apparently people being themselves and not bothering nobody is considered a mental illness, you know. And the crazy thing about it is that he still has the plumbing of a female. You get what I'm saying? Has all the reproductive organs like a female and decided to have a baby. And I don't have a problem with that because at the end of the day, it's his life. It's how he chooses to live his life. You want to bring a baby in the world? You want to have another mouth to feed? That's his problem. That's his life. You feel me? And while we're on the subject, real quick, you know, the brat having her baby in a relationship where she's married to a woman, and people was taking issue with that. How could she get pregnant, and bring a baby into a union that does not create babies? How are they going to explain that to their child? How could you not want a man but want to use the sperm of a man? It's all these different things. And it's like, if that's their life and that's how they want to live it, that's how they want to live it. It ain't affecting nothing over here. What they eat don't make me poop. You feel me? So I'm going to play these last two videos and then we're going to jump off of this topic. But I hope that this information has helped someone understand the term a little bit better, and to realize that it's not something that was created to make us feel less. It's just a lot of people misusing the term, and they're not properly educated on the term, so they're misusing it. And what they need to do is educate themselves on the term, but that doesn't mean that the term is bad. It just means that people are using it the wrong way. So I'm going to play these 2 videos, and then we're going to jump off of the hot topic. So here we go.
So as you all know, I am a big fan of stirring the pot. So let's talk about birth person and chest feeding. I have given birth and I feed my son with my titties, so I prefer the term mother who breastfeeds. However, I'm pretty sure if you do one small little Google research, you can see that there are a lot of trans men who have also given birth. There are also a lot of trans men who have fed a baby with their titties because they were still attached. Let's not forget about all the mothers who haven't given birth. No, we're not just talking about trans people now. We're talking about adoptive parents, step parents. We're talking about lesbian couples where one of them had the baby and the other one is just their other mother. It's literally just an inclusive term that does nothing to you if you choose not to use it for yourself. If you prefer not to use those terms and you hear somebody else using those terms, guess what? They probably aren't talking to you. The world does not revolve around cisgendered people anymore. Get over it. As you all know, I am a big fan of stirring the pot. So let's talk about birth person and chest feeding.
So I too love to stir the pot, and I have a lot of opinions as well, so let's have a discussion. I want to preface this now. I am an LGBTQ community ally. I have many gay people in my family, and I have a transgender brother. So do not get what I am saying twisted. The words chest feeding and birthing person do not apply to me. If you ask me to use that terminology around you, I absolutely will. But on the topic of the world not revolving around cisgender people, I also don't believe that the world revolves around the LGBTQ community. Should we respect them and their preferences? Absolutely. Which is why I'm saying if you would like me to use that terminology for you, I absolutely will. But I will not use it for myself, and I won't replace those words in my daily vocabulary. And as somebody who is born a biological female and identifies as a female, I would not want somebody to call me a birthing person. As somebody who is a mother and I identify as a mother, calling all people who give birth birthing persons just doesn't sit right with me.
I'm coming in hot.
So guys, that was the hot topic for tonight. And before we go on any further, which the next thing we're going to talk about is our music discussion for tonight. It involves a little bit of participation on you guys' end, so I hope that you are ready. But before we even do that, I want to take a word from our sponsor. Hey guys, Lashia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way, get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body. It's the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment, because I am so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did. So that was a shout out to our sponsor, Euphoria Water. Listen, the next thing we're going to talk about tonight, our music discussion, is about concerts. So the thing that brought this up for me is this Saturday, my mom and dad are going to see the Ohio Players, and I think in April they're going to go see Stokely from Mint Condition. Now, I was sitting there like that. I must have been a broke bee for like years and years and years, it feels like, because I can't even remember the last concert that I've been to. I think the last concert that I've been to was Tyrese, Anthony Hamilton, and Lyfe Jennings. And actually, Tyrese was added on at the last minute because it was really only supposed to be Anthony Hamilton and Lyfe Jennings. But then Tyrese was like, I don't want to come do my thing. So this was around the time that Shame on Me came out. He came out with that album that had Shame on Me on there. And I just remember thinking like, and I was pregnant, y'all. I was pregnant with Y. So that tells you, because Y is 7. So oh my gosh, has it been 7 years since I've been to a concert? I feel like it has. So my son is draining all my money, all my concert money. That's how I feel, y'all. Cause I'm like, dang, I ain't been to a concert in so long. I'm trying to think. Like, I know I've been to wrestling events. That's totally different. But I can't remember the last time I actually went to a concert. Anyway, it's many people I done saw in a concert. I've seen Music Soul Child in concert twice. I've seen Marsha Ambrosius in concert one time, but I've seen her around because she was in Philly at one point in time. I've seen Brian McKnight in concert 3 times. I'm a little bit of a fanatic. I've seen Toni Braxton in concert twice. I've seen Babyface in concert. I've seen Mint Condition in concert, but Toni Braxton, Babyface, and Mint Condition was all the same concert at the Dell. Shout out to the Dell here in Philly. I've seen, who else did I see in concert? I'm trying to think. Monica in concert. I've seen Carl Thomas in concert. That was the same concert. Monica and Carl Thomas was doing a concert together. I've been to like a hip hop concert. I'm trying to think. I've been Ludacris concert. I've been to a Jamie Foxx concert. And this was in Jersey at the Showboat. I've been to so many different concerts, but I'm like, damn, like it's been a long time since I've been to a good concert, and I'm trying to figure out like when was the last time y'all was at a concert and was it worth y'all money? Because some people go on concert, they have a concert and it don't be all that it's cracked up to be. You be waiting forever and ever. Oh, I was at a concert, but I don't even count that because I was actually working the concert, so I don't even count it. But I was at some concert that had Saweetie there, and Neo was going to perform at this concert too. But it was like I was so tired from working all day. It was the summertime. It was hot as I don't know what. In this particular place that we was at, oh my gosh, it was like the sun was right on us. So we had to walk around and ask people like to do surveys and stuff like that. It was really, it was productive work, but I really wanted to just sit down and watch the daggone concert. How could I forget? I seen Jill Scott in concert like 3 times. I saw her in concert very first time at Electric Factory. Yeah, y'all, I'm throwing it back. Anybody from Philly, you know about the Electric Factory. We talk about like close, intimate type of range, like stage right there, we're right here. Like couldn't get any better than that. And Music Soul Child, I really saw him in concert 3 times because he opened up for Jill Scott. Maxwell. So Jill Scott did a concert with Maxwell in Virginia. This was like in 2010. Let me think. She also did a concert here at the Man. That was with Boyz II Men and Bilal. So I remember a time I was always going to concerts. So yeah, I went to that concert, that Jill Scott concert afterwards. That was afterwards. So I did go to a concert after I had Wise, but it just seems so long ago. I never had nobody to go and do nothing there. But you know who I want to see in concert this year? Anita Baker. I gotta make it happen. I gotta see her in concert. She's gonna be in AC, so I gotta go see her in concert. Okay, so that's like what I want to do this year. If I don't see any other concert, I'm definitely gonna see Anita Baker concert. And my hair is in my face like all crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to the comments and I'm gonna put this thing up real quick so that I can freaking get my hair together. But let's see. Oh, we got people in the house tonight. More people in the house tonight. We got Kara in the building. She she said hello all. She said sorry I'm always late. Can't get used to the daylight savings time. Girl, I feel you on that one because when that clock went forward, it messed me all up. I ain't even gonna lie. Try said, hey Lashia. He said, what's up, Trevo? You know, they always have a little bromance going on in the comments. Kara's like, hey, sup, Try. And then he's like, hey, Kara. Everybody is like, you know, boo loving in the comments. That's always nice to see. I love the love. Try said he's seen Luda on the Outcast tour back in 2001. Huh. I would have loved to see Outkast in concert. Oh my gosh, that would have been so banging. Love Outkast. He said, I see last tour I seen was Tony Braxton at SWV and Masters of Ceremony concert with 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg, both in 2019 before the pandemic. All right. So there we go. And then Trevo that's my right hand man. He said, what's up, everyone? All right, whoop whoop. So yeah, y'all. I hope I fix my hair right because it's all up in my face, y'all. Y'all understand? Like I get tired of it. Much better. So definitely I want to see Anita Baker in concert. I wouldn't even mind seeing Tony Braxton in concert again because I love Tony Braxton. Who would y'all like to see in concert? You know, who would y'all like to see, you know, grace the stage? I do want to see Erica. I do want to see Erykah Badu. And who else I want to see? I'm trying to think, is there any artists today that I would see in concert? I'm pretty good with just seeing them on TV. Because I don't see myself saying, oh, I want to get tickets to a Summer Walker concert. It's not that she's bad. It's just that I don't feel like she is my generation. Like, I don't feel like that's like my, like I need to be in the crowd. Like, and I'm not old. And Trevo always jumps on me and says, "Gee, what are you talking about? You're not old." Da, da, da. But I be feeling like I can't get with. Sometimes these crowds get really rowdy. All right, really, really rowdy, and I just can't do the rah rah. I'd rather go to the Dell, which is in Philly. The Dell is kind of like the old head spot. You get what I'm saying? It's the old head spot. Old heads come and they, you know, they watch people in concert. And because I have an old soul and I like watching performers that my mom, you know, I like watching Charlie Wilson. I like, you know, watching those artists get up there and do it. I feel like they have a lot more passion on stage that we don't see from these performers nowadays. It feel like they just, like the performers nowadays just be feeling like, oh, let me just do this, get my check. But I feel like back in the day, like those artists that perform, the people that perform back in the day, like Ice Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire, and all of them, like they actually enjoyed being on stage and sharing their craft with us. And nowadays I don't feel that same passion from these artists. And maybe it could be me. Maybe it could be me. I don't know. Let me go jump into the comments. Try said he would love to see Sade, Janet Jackson, and Nas live. Okay, all right. I could get behind that. I could get behind that. Sade and Janet Jackson kind of got, well, Janet Jackson has like more upbeat vibe. Sade is a little like chill, laid back. But I can see going to a Sade concert and just mellowing out. Like if she did a concert, I would see her being at nothing really big, like something small and intimate. Not because she can't pull a crowd like that, but just because her music is just like, I want to get a hookah and just chillax and, maybe drink some wine. Janet Jackson is more upbeat. You're going to be dancing a little bit, she's definitely still getting at it and dancing on stage. Kara said, I got to see Beyonce and Kelly when they were still Destiny's Child. Amazing. Here's a fun fact for you. I went to go see Beyonce in concert because my cousin, Crystal, was in Rich Girl, the group Rich Girl at the time, and they were opening up for Beyonce. This was in 2009. They were opening up for Beyonce on her tour of the America, States tour, but she actually went overseas too. But when she was here in the States and doing the Sasha Fierce tour, Rich Girl had opened up for her. So my cousin had said, hey, cuz, do you want to come to the Beyonce concert? And I got a couple of tickets for you. So I said, okay, yeah, I'll come through and everything like that. And I had to get Tony Jones, who I was singing backup for at the time, and I said, hey, do you want to go see Beyonce in concert? And he was like, I'm not really a big fan, but he was like, you got tickets? And I was like, yeah, my cousin, she's opening up for them in the group Rich Girl. And he was very, very much aware of my cousin being in the group and everything like that. So he said, sure, we'll go. And, we drove out there and we had an awesome time. And we were pretty much like in the 10th row when we saw Beyonce. Let me see who else. Oh, as far as groups are concerned, I went to go see B2K in concert. This was actually, I don't know if it was B2K like by themselves. I think it was B2K by themselves. What ended up happening was I had called the radio station. Yo, I used to win tickets on the radio too. Like the Monica Carl Thomas tickets I had won, the B2K concerts tickets I won. And that was like super dope. Cause I won them when the B2K ones I won when I was like 16. And the Monica one, like I was sitting there with my friend in my room and they were talking about it on the radio. And I said, I should call and see if I could win these tickets. And I literally called and won the damn tickets. Like I didn't even know I was going to win them. So that was just like serious luck. But yeah, getting out there to the concert was crazy because my friend didn't have no car and I didn't have a car. And so we had to like figure out how we was going to get out there to where it was at. And it wasn't even at like a big stadium or anything like that. It was at a school or something like that. I don't know. It was weird. Oh, I saw Jagged Edge, Silk in concert. I saw so many people in concert. Try said Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak from today's era. Yeah, okay, I can get behind that. Silk Sonic, I would definitely love to see in concert. It's still because they still got that that millennial, the millennial stuff going on. So I would definitely go see them in concert. Definitely. Karen Moore said Janet Jackson for sure. Try said he said he never got to see Michael or the Jackson 5 live. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. I would have liked to see Tina Marie in concert before she passed. I would have liked to see Jill Levert, LSG, Levert Sweat and Gill. Like when everybody was in their heyday and was doing concerts and stuff like that, that would have been nice to see. But I was a young kid back then and I was broke and I had no money. So So I just know about it, and they be like, oh, such and such is going on concert. Oh, tour, tour. And I'd be like, I can't go because I ain't got no money. But getting older is like all the people that I would have liked to see in concert, like they're older now. They're not even touring. They're not even doing shows. Freaking sucks. But yeah, guys, I'm so glad that y'all participated. Kara says she always wanted to see Prince. I know, man. I wanted to see Whitney. And I didn't even get a chance to see Whitney. Like, freaking sucks. It freaking sucks. But somebody else I would want to see in concert is Alicia Keys. I think that would be a good show. A lot of people don't think that she is the greatest singer, but I don't really care about all that. I like her music. So I don't really care. I don't care. I'll just go so I can hear some good music. All right. But that's pretty much wrap up our music discussion. I definitely appreciate all of you guys for participating. Try said, I don't blame you, Lashia. Today's music, when it comes to R&B, doesn't have the same sound. Everyone is trying to just sing about getting nasty without being tasteful like the 70s. They're also talking a lot about doing drugs and stuff like that. And I can't get behind it. Like, I mean, I drink a little bit, but I can't say I like me and Tribe was just talking about me and Trevo was just talking about earlier. Like, I was like, I said, and y'all don't be coming at me, all right? But Chris Brown's song, and he's saying, I thought he was saying effing Robitussin. Like, I thought he was talking about cough syrup, right? Because later on in the song, he's talking about Percocets and Molly's. So I'm like, okay. I sing it to Chivo, and Chivo like, what did you just say, Lashia? And I was like, Robitussin. And he was like, no. He was like, he's saying effing, rubbing, touching. I was like, I didn't even know that's what he was saying. I thought he was talking about cough syrup. That's why y'all gotta enunciate y'all words. Y'all gotta go back to how now, brown cow. Because some people don't be understand what y'all saying. Like, we don't be knowing what y'all be saying. But anyway, that is it for for my music discussion. We're going to jump into this financial tip, and then we're going to jump into our Jeopardy for tonight. All right. Just Brent, what's up, girl? She said, now I have to look it up. Yeah, because, honey, I was like, oh, here we go. Kara, stop boo-loving. She like Young P with the heart eyes emojis and stuff like that. What y'all think this is? Love connection? Anyway. I thought he was saying Robitussin that whole time, y'all. And then when you kind of think of it, you're like, wait a minute. Robitussin ain't been around. Well, it's still out there, but anyway. Moving on. We're going to jump into this financial discussion for tonight. And, yeah, we're going to just keep it moving, y'all, because we got a little bit more show to get through. But, make a good time, y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm proud of myself because I started like 5 minutes late. So here we go. So, of course, if you are just joining my show, thank you. This is Think Different TV, hosted by your girl, Lashia. And I like to also give out financial tips. I don't call them financial tips because it sounds too like, oh, she's going to give us the business. I'm going to give y'all the business, but I'm going to have fun doing it. So that's why I call it a financial tip. All right. And what we're going to talk about tonight is 8 basic financial skills that should be taught in high school. All right. So I'm gonna go a little fast with this. So make sure y'all have if y'all want to take notes, take notes. If y'all don't catch it all, and watch the replay. All right. Because I'm not going to repeat myself. Anyway, here we go. Number 1, balancing the checkbook. When you balance a checkbook, you ensure that the balance in your checkbook register matches the balance in the monthly statement from your bank. To do so, you'll need to keep track of withdrawals and deposits and reconcile each entry in the register with the same transaction in your bank statement. Pretty much is a checks and balances. And listen, guys, I know some kids today are like, what the heck is a checkbook? We don't know what a checkbook is. Just like some kids didn't even know what an analog clock was. And they was all like, it made me so disappointed. It made me so disappointed. It made me lose a little bit of faith in this generation. But checkbooks. And I'm always doing it. I'm calculating how much is coming in, how much is going out. And if it don't add up, now I'm like, okay, what did I miscalculate? Because I know that it's supposed to be this amount, but it's not this amount. It's some other amount that's less than the amount that I had. Or it might be more, and I'm like, something didn't come out yet. So we need to definitely, show our children who are in high school age how to balance a checkbook. The test may seem old-fashioned with the financial software and online tools available today, but it's a must-have basic financial skill. You can't simply rely on the balance the ATM gives you or what shows up on your bank's online portal. They do not always show the most up-to-date amount in your account since your current and available balance may be different. And that happens a lot with credit cards too. Like my Capital One card, if I might spend some money, but it don't reflect. Like if I spend the money on Friday, it may not reflect until Monday. So when I'm checking my balance over the weekend and I'm thinking I had more money than I do actually have, that could cause conflict, right? So you want to make sure that kids know how to balance a checkbook. All right, setting up a budget. A budget is a plan for how you spend your money that factors in your income and expenses, and it's the key to succeeding financially. If you don't know how much you can safely spend and save each month, you can easily go into debt or fail to meet long-term saving goals like retirement. So setting a realistic budget is always key. You want to I actually had a project that I had to do in high school, and I'm going to make this really brief. I had a high school project that I had to do, and we were giving a certain amount of details. We had to build our life around these details. I think I picked that I had a 4 and a 7-year-old, and that I, didn't graduate high school and all this different stuff. So I had to get into character. Like, I'm this high school dropout, or for whatever reason I didn't finish high school, that has a 4 and a 7-year-old. How am I going to make ends meet? How, what kind of job am I going to get? And it was real to me in that moment, because this was a project, but it was so much more than it. It's kind of like them old school projects, like home economics projects, where you take an egg home, you have to pretend to be its parent, and you have to do all the parent things. But realistically, that doesn't really prepare you too much, like how you should really be prepared, because that just prepares you on how to take care of a kid and everything like that. But as far as getting a job and saving up money and having a budget and all these different things, we had to actually put in our report. I'm a high school dropout. Do I go back to high school? Do I get my GED? Do I, just decide not to go back to school? Do I just get a job? If I do, how much am I making an hour? Is it enough to pay the bills? And all of that stuff. And I think that's why now when I get into a financial jam, I'm not as like, I have my moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm anxious, but I know how to get myself out of that jam, because I was taught them basic skills. And I went to girls high. I went to Philadelphia High School for Girls. Shout out to 248. That's my graduating class of 2004. And we had this amazing teacher named Mr. Hanson. And Mr. Hanson was amazing in the way that he didn't just teach us basic like syllabus stuff and stuff out the books. He actually made us get a taste of real life through his projects that he gave us, that he assigned us. So I thank you, Mr. Hanson, because without those projects, like I said, I would be up here like, well, how do I do this or how do I do that? Oh my gosh, like taught us about the stock market, all this different stuff. And even though I don't invest in the stock market, I know how to read, you know, stocks and how, you know, I know how to read all that stuff because of him. So thank you, Mr. Hanson, for being an amazing teacher and contributing to my life in a major way. But moving on, number 3, paying for college. Now, I say it says many students assume that the only way to pay for college is by using student loans, but there are other funding options available that don't require repayment, including grants, scholarships available even for those who don't get perfect grades, and work study options. So learning how to pay for college without racking up massive amounts of student loan debt should be required money management course for all high school juniors and seniors. If you're past that age, picking up this basic financial skill will allow you to advise younger members of your family on how to graduate debt-free. And that is very important. Now, like some people might not even want to go to college, and that's perfectly fine too. I'm tired of people shaming people because they don't want to go to college and they don't want to go to a university and everything like that. Because being perfectly honest, sometimes those in this world today, college degrees don't really get you any much further than a high school degree, to be perfectly honest. Like, and you got to get it in the field that you want to be in. And sometimes there ain't no jobs in the field that you want to go into. So I say like this. Yeah, we should know all the funding options for college. But if you don't want to go to college, you should be okay. You should be okay with saying that, and you should be confident in saying so and not be shamed for not going to college. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of debt I got going to college and I ain't even finished. And you're probably like, of course you ain't finished because you saying ain't and all this stuff like that. But listen, it's my show, I say what I want. But here's the thing about it. College is good to have. I'm not knocking anybody that go to college, but also realizes other options. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Life skills. Although these chores may not seem to relate to finances, grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning, and other errands can save you a lot of money in comparison to dining out or using a meal planning or maid service. With basic financial skills, you can find the best prices on foods and fashions and plan practical menus to get you through college and beyond. Other skills like doing the laundry, mending clothes, and performing simple car maintenance tasks on your own can help prolong the life of your possessions, ultimately saving you even more money. It's a lot of people that got grandmoms that can't cook because they about as young as the kids and they didn't even get a chance to learn how to cook and everything like that. Nobody got we don't even have the big mamas no more. Y'all notice that? We done lost a lot of big mamas. So here's what I gotta say about that. Learn basic stuff. I'm really good at making pasta. I make me some fried chicken. I know how to make eggs several different types of ways. You know, the only thing I still don't know how to do is make rice. But y'all not gonna judge me for not knowing how to make rice because I can make some rice-a-roni in a quick second. I don't know about the regular rice. We shouldn't even be eating white rice anyway. But anyway, all I'm saying is learning how to cook, learning how to clean, do your own laundry. It saves you a lot of money. A lot of money. Common sense goes a long way too, y'all, because when you go into a situation when you go into a home and you don't have basic common sense and don't know certain things, and you buying a home for the first time, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this house. Da, 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 da. And then, like, when did you go see the house? Oh, I saw it in the daytime. Did you check it out at night? Did you know where's the schools at? Where's the like? It's people that still they're adults only because their age tells them they're adults, but they're not mature at all, and they don't know how to function in today's society, and they don't know how to do anything. And I was just amazed. Like, when you go to college and you run into kids that don't know how to do their own laundry, ooh, you know how much money you can make? That listen, it's people that they was in college and they was making money because they was cutting people's hair. They was doing people's laundry. They was doing simple tasks like cleaning up their people's dorm rooms, because people didn't feel like cleaning up their dorm rooms. So they would pay them to clean. Listen, it's money to be made. And when you know them life skills and you go off to college, baby, run into a few people that don't know how to do laundry. I never knew how to separate my clothes. I don't know how to do all this stuff. It's so like, listen, I heard you're having a little bit of a problem with washing your clothes. I can do that for you. Now, it's gonna cost you. It may cost you a little, it may cost you a lot, but it will cost you. And then you rack up, honey. You rack up. There was girls doing hair. They was braiding. They were getting that money, honey. Life skills, learning. Number 5, investing. Investing can be intimidating if you do not have at least a rudimentary understanding of how the stock market works and how to choose and invest in stocks. A basic investing class can make a huge difference in how you handle your money in college and as an adult. So learning how to invest is a big thing, or at least learning how to read the stocks, you know. 6, long-term financial planning. Understanding the need for a long-term plan for your money is a basic financial skill that you must master if you want to be financially secure in the future. All right, so definitely that's something that you want to do. So what does this mean for students exactly? Beyond learning how to budget, it involves learning how to set financial goals, prioritize them, and develop a step-by-step plan for how to meet them. This process will lay the foundation for working toward major financial goals later in life, including paying off debt, saving for retirement, or buying your first home. And a lot of people buy their car first. So this is something that they can learn how to do. Number 7, how to build credit and manage credit cards. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a class in that in high school. It would have saved me a lot of heartache. I would have been so good. Yo, if somebody just sat me down and said, chick, do not get along with your bank. Do not get along with your credit union. Do not, like, if I had somebody to point me in the right direction financially when it came to stuff like that, oh my gosh. Listen, while many college students are targeted for credit card offers, chances are high that they lack the knowledge on how to use credit cards successfully. They often view them as extra money instead of a tool. That's because these students likely weren't taught how to use cards in high school. The Everify study found that college students had particularly low success rate in answering basic questions about credit card use, credit history, and emergency funds. So listen, y'all. I wish I had a class in some credit card stuff, because baby, my debt would not be where it was. And I'm gonna be in this, and it's sad, but even after knowing everything there is to know about credit, I still messed up again. But the good thing about it is I know how to get out of it. So listen, don't listen. As soon as them offers come in, if they're still coming to your home, parents, if you hear me and your kid is of teenage age, or they're in college, but they're still getting mail delivered to your home, and you see a credit card offer, throw that in the trash, shred it up, tear it up, throw it in the trash. Teach your kids about this, because they like to keep us dumb because they know that they can get the most money out of us if they keep us dumb. All right. The very last thing is renting an apartment and paying for utilities. Many students start off their college careers living in dorms, which means that they do not need to worry about rent checks or managing other household bills such as utilities or cable. However, dorm life doesn't last forever, so it's important to learn how to rent and maintain an apartment and split bills with your roommates. Learning how to handle these tasks as a student can set you up for future success when you buy a home and must budget for the ongoing cost of home ownership. Listen to me. Listen to me. Don't even factor roommates into the equation. Wait, let me take a sip on that one. Do not factor roommates into the equation. First of all, I live alone. The reason why I live alone is because I don't want to depend on other people to pay my rent. I don't want to have to chase nobody down for the other half of my rent. But the best thing that you have to do if you plan on living alone is to make sure that you can afford the rent on your own. Okay? Do not go out here getting these $1,500 apartments because they look cute and you happen to have the money at the time. People that get their refund check, or they get they come into a large sum of money, they're like, oh, I'll just go get this and I'll get that. And then they don't even think about the cost over the months, over the time. When you run out of money, you spend all your money in this one blow, and then you don't have no plan on how you're going to maintain it. My best advice when it comes to that is always get an apartment that you know you can afford on your own. If you got to start with a little studio or efficiency, just so you can work up to that apartment that you really want, start there, honey. Do not jump into it, 10 toes down, getting a freaking 2-bedroom apartment when there's only you living there, and then you're like, oh, it was so cute, and I figured I'd put all my stuff in this room and this, that, and third, and you're paying like $900 a month, and you're not even factoring your electricity or your gas if you have that, or your water bill. You just all willy-nilly like, oh, rent is the only thing I gotta pay. No. That's it. Rent, water, electricity, gas if you have it, phone bill. You got to factor all that stuff in. Look at how much you're paying on a regular basis monthly. If you have to live at home for a little bit until you can save up enough money to live on your own, ain't no shame in it. Don't think, I know when you get out of college, you get a taste of that dorm life and you're like, oh my gosh, it was so nice being in a place I could do whatever I want. Nobody was clocking me and this and third. Listen, I know it's glorious. It's superb. You feel so amazing, right? But then think about it. That pretty much was free somewhat. Cause I mean, if you got student loans and everything like that, yeah, you're gonna have to pay it back, but like later on down the line, it's not like due like right then and there. You get what I'm saying? You get home, you're like, oh my gosh, my mom and dad stressing me out. I want to be on my own, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna get my own apartment. Baby, if you cannot afford it, do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. And that's all I'm gonna say. Those are my financial tips for the night. If you didn't catch them, watch the replay. and hashtag replay in the comments when you do. You can always find me right here on YouTube or on Facebook to watch the replay. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you can get exclusive interviews and all that good stuff. You know when I go live, all that good stuff. So yeah, that was my financial tip for the night. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope I helped somebody with that. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. We're gonna jump into our famous movie quotes Jeopardy. Do you know these famous quotes? But before we do, I'm going to just shout out my sponsor real quick, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you want to find Euphoria Water, you can find it on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. Again, guys, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on my Think Different TV YouTube channel and on Facebook and on Twitch. I'm on Twitch now. Think Different TV on Twitch. Almost forgot. I'm on Twitch too, guys. Check me out. I should be live on there right now. All right, y'all. We're going to get back into this Jeopardy. So who do I have that wants to come in and get whooped on tonight? Let me go ahead and get my peoples in here. Where is it at? Oh, there we go. Right, guess. Copy. All right. All right, y'all. All right. I'm seeing this people that's in the backstage area. All right, area. We got Try and Reg, but I saw just Britt on here earlier, so I'm trying to see if she gonna jump on real quick and make this a little, make this little three-way thing, But that would be kind of weird. Wait a minute, I don't think I wanted to say it like that. Wait a minute, hold up. Oh hell, whatever. But listen, I got them backstage waiting so patiently. But before we even do that, I want to jump into the comments real quick. Wait a minute. So we got Chi will talk about some hashtag talk to him. All right. Reg is like, yo, he actually backstage right now. Try like talk about something you ready to get beat. Oh, they trash talking in the comments, but I would like to see that in real time. Okay. Iron P said me and Trevo. Trevo says try Cena versus Reg Reigns. That's so funny. Oh man. Y'all get on my nerves. Oh my goodness. The trash talking is so beautiful. Samuel in the house. What's up, Samuel? Or is it Samuel? Chiva, like me and P going to open Stoner University is going to be great. We taking apps now. Oh man. Kara says she in. Triva LaFareur says try. I'm Trevo Ross. Oh my OMG. Jim Ross voice. Y'all just have a lot of fun. I love it. Oh, Justin Sellers is in the chat. What's up, Justin? Thank you for tuning in, pulling up to Think Different TV. All right, y'all. I think that's enough time we done took. Here we go. I'm going to bring my bulls in, add to the stream. What is up, guys? What is up?
So what's goody?
What's goody in the hoodie tonight? Oh, I think I just took somebody. That's my friend. Tone the Artist. That's his thing. Was goody in the hoodie. Shout out to Tone the Artist of This Is Our LLC. He actually had a battle on Sunday against Channel Jamil, and it was a producers battle. So I was like, oh, that looked like it was fun. So just catch the replay. I gotta catch the replay on that one. So y'all, I'm gonna make it real simple tonight. We're gonna just run through them. Raise your hand if you know them. We're doing famous movie lines, Jeopardy, famous movie quotes. These are fairly easy. I might do another one where it's a little bit more intricate. That's why everyone tonight is going to be 100 points. So we're not even going to do like 200, 300, 400. Because honestly, when I was trying to see which one was harder than the others, I was like, all these, if you really watch movies, if you really watch them, you would know these lines. So I just was like, this is making 100 point each. However, I am going to keep the stipulation. If you miss a question, you will have points deducted. Now, all of my people out there, I got to do this PSA. This is our Jeopardy portion of the show. And in this Jeopardy portion of the show, I'm going to give you the answer. You must answer in question form. If you do not answer in question form, you will be wrong. Even if you're right, you'll be wrong. And what do I mean by question form? If I say the color of the sky is this, you say what is blue? You have to answer in question form. Now, we've had many times when people have fumbled the ball. Try, Rich, right? But listen, don't be like them. Be better. And with that said, I do thank you guys for joining me tonight. What's up, Reg? What's up, Try? How y'all been? How was your weekend? Did y'all drink anything for the St. Patty's Day weekend?
Nah. I'm gonna have a drink this week. This week's my birthday, so I'm gonna have a drink this week.
Birthday! Oh man, Ryan, what day?
Thank you. Saturday.
Saturday, the 25th. Whoop, whoop. Oh, so you are Aries. That explains a lot. So here we go. And while we're on the subject of birthday, shout out to my friend Scoop Low, who is celebrating his birthday today. Shout out to him. He's right on the cusp. So if y'all know anything about that, y'all know how difficult he is to deal with. Anyway, here we go. Like I said, every question tonight is going to be worth 100 points. And the winner of said competition will win $20 cash. All right. Of course, we always have a Final Jeopardy. I do have a Final Jeopardy question tonight. So we're just going to run through it. Try and Reg. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yes, yes. Yep.
Here we go. First 100-point answer. I guess I can still throw 100 point up there. So all of these are 100 points. Here we go. All right. First one. May the force be with you. Reg.
What is Star Wars?
What is Star Wars? There we go. Next one. There is no place like home. Reg.
What is the Wizard of Oz?
What is the Wizard of Oz? All right. Like I said, these won't come at you real fast. All right. Next one. Try. Are you just keeping your hand raised, trying to cheat? Or did you freeze?
No, my hand was raised before.
Okay, next one. I'm the king of the world. Reg.
What is Titanic?
What is Titanic? Come on, try. Gotta be quicker than that. He's dusting you right now. Next one. Elementary, my dear Watson. Try.
What is Sherlock Holmes?
What is Sherlock Holmes? Absolutely, absolutely. Next one. It's alive. It's alive. Reg.
What is Frankenstein?
What is Frankenstein? Absolutely. All right. Next one. Mama's always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get. Try.
What is Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump. Yes. What is Forrest Gump? Come on, try. You gotta get your connection together, brother. You gotta get your connection together. Next one. I'll be back. Reg.
What is the Terminator?
What is the Terminator? Absolutely. Next one. You're going to need a bigger boat. 5, 4. Oh, try.
What is Jaws?
What is Jaws? Absolutely. All right. Next one. Here's looking at you, kid. Reg.
What is Casablanca?
What is Casablanca? Absolutely. Next one. My precious. Try.
What is Lord of the Rings?
What is the Lord of the Rings? Absolutely.
Man, I thought it was Precious.
No.
Here's the next one. Houston, we have a problem. Reg?
What is Apollo 13?
What is Apollo 13? Absolutely.
Oh, shoot. I just guessed. Oh, damn.
Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. Here's the next one. There's no crying in baseball. Try.
What is a League of Their Own?
What is a League of Their Own? Absolutely. Absolutely. Next one. You can't handle the truth. Reg.
What is A Few Good Men?
What is A Few Good Men? Absolutely. Absolutely. Next one. Shaken, not stirred. Try.
What is James Bond?
What is James Bond? I will accept that. It was actually Goldfinger, but it was a James Bond movie. And everybody knows that's how he likes his martini. Next one. If you build it, he will come. Try.
What is a field of dreams?
What is a field of dreams? Absolutely. Here's the next one. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Reg.
What is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
What is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Absolutely. Next one. I'm your father. Try.
What is Return of the Jedi?
No. And what is Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back? I would have just accepted Star Wars. You know, I would have just accepted Star Wars.
He said that in Return of the Jedi, though. That line.
No, it says he said it in Empire Strikes Back, 1980.
I don't think that's right. I think he said it in Return of the Jedi.
No, it's right, because I looked it up.
All right.
But still, you could have just said Star Wars, Negro.
Yeah, I don't care about Star
Wars.
I don't care about Star Wars, so I'm out of it.
Here's the next one. You was kind, you was smart, you was important. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is the help? What is the help?
I saw that movie like one time.
Here's the next one. What we've got here is a failure to communicate. Reg.
What is Pulp Fiction?
And oh, yeah, I did take off 100 points for that too. Shit. Yeah. No. Nobody. All right. It's Cool Hand Luke. What is Cool Hand Luke?
What?
Yeah, no.
Never saw it either.
Next one. And Pulp Fiction, I can understand why you said that, but it was originally said in Cool Hand Luke. Next one. You talking to me? Try.
What is Taxi Driver?
What is Taxi Driver? Said by Robert De Niro. And the crazy thing is, it wasn't even really like in the script. It was just freestyle. He was just freestyling. Here we go. Next one. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Try.
What is Back to the Future?
What is Back to the Future? Absolutely. All right. Next one. Stella. Hey, Stella. Reg.
What is a streetcar called Desire?
And
oh, that's the other Brando movie. Shoot.
no, it's a streetcar named Desire. Not called, no, you said called Desire is named Desire. You gotta be.
I got the other words right.
Nope. It don't count, honey.
Oh man.
Okay, it don't count. Here we go. Next one.
Oh.
As if. Reg.
What is Mean Girls?
Wrong.
So you mean some of them white girls never said ass dip in the movie?
Try.
What is Clueless?
What is Clueless?
That's the same movie.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Negro. Two different movies.
Oh. You mean to tell me they never said ass? You mean to tell me they never said ass if in Mean Girls?
They did, but it was originally on Clueless, which was in 1995.
Oh man.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Here's the next one. Here's Johnny. Reg.
What is The Shining?
What is The Shining? Absolutely.
I should
Next
get a
one.
half a point, man.
Nope. Here's the next one. Nobody puts baby in the corner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is Dirty Dancing?
Oh, wow.
Next one. Help me help you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is Jerry Maguire? Maybe because I didn't say with the intensity that he said it. He was like, help me, help you. Help me, help you. All right. Anyway, here's the next one. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what is Braveheart? Braveheart. Mel Gibson movie. All right.
Figures.
Next one. To Infinity and Beyond. Reg.
What is Toy Story?
What is Toy Story? Of course you would know the kids movie because that's what you watch, a lot of kids movies.
Excuse me. Toy Story is not a kids movie, it's a family movie. It's a different.
I've never seen it.
You never seen Toy Story? That's a lie. He's such a liar. He's such a liar. He thought he was sitting there watching Toy Story 3 with tears in his eyes and they're about to go in the incinerator.
He really never seen it though.
He probably was up there like talking something, Andy's coming.
No. Never supposed to anything.
All right. Next one. You're killing me, Smalls. Reg.
What is Let's Do It Again?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And The Sandlot. The Sandlot. Yeah.
The Sandlot.
Yeah. Sandlot. Sandlot.
I saw that too.
Man,
all right.
You be picking these obscure movies, man.
The last one is There's No Place Like Home. Reg.
What is The Wizard of Oz?
What is The Wizard of Oz? Absolutely. Let me tally these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 900 for a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1,000 for Reg.
I feel like that as if question. I should get at least half a point because I'm just saying it, but okay. I'm joking. Let me stop.
No. But listen, it's still anybody's game. We're about to jump into our final Jeopardy. Aren't you excited? Yay!
Yeah.
Get your pens and papers ready. We're going to jump into our final Jeopardy for tonight. All right, guys, remember, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. All right, I appreciate you guys for sticking it out with me tonight. Also, shout out to our sponsor. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. All right. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Try, where are you? Where are you, Try? Oh, Try. He knows he needs a pen and a paper all the time for Final Jeopardy. He never has it ready. But we're gonna get that together because if you're gonna be the champ, you gotta act like a champ. Even though you lost the last 2 weeks. All right, don't let Reg beat you again this week. It's gonna tear up your confidence. or something like that. I don't know. Gonna mess with your heart. But I heard Giants fans don't have hearts. So
Ew. There you go. There you go.
Ew.
We're gonna be ready for Philly this year, though. They going down this year.
okay. Like I feel like what you call from off for Friday, which is like, okay. It's okay. You keep thinking that, honey. All right. We have Try and Reg. Reg has 1,000 points. Try has 900 points. How much would you guys like to wager? We're going to start with Try first.
I'm gonna wager everything.
Everything, all in. All right. Reg, what are we doing tonight?
You know what? I'm gonna wager everything too. Huh?
All right. All in, all in. All right, here we go. Final Jeopardy tonight is I'll have what she's having. Wait a minute, I think I should say that again because I feel like I didn't say it. I'll have what she's having. Okay. All right, we're all done, guys. Hands down, no cheating. All right. Final Jeopardy tonight. Simple phrase. I'll have what she's having. All right. Try, since you are the challenger, I'm going to let you go ahead and reveal your answer first. What is it?
I don't know. It's blank.
You don't know?
I didn't put nothing. I don't know. No.
All right, Reg. What is your final answer?
I said when Harry met Sally.
Oh, what is when Harry met Sally? You are absolutely correct again. Jeez, Reg. You know, if you keep going this route, Try going to think that we're is some type of conspiracy against him. You're just that damn good. You win with 2,000 points tonight. How does it feel to beat Try's ass yet again?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, I just want my money, honestly.
That's what I'm talking about. And it will be on its way to you, my brother. Thank you again for participating in this Jeopardy. I thank both of you, Try and Reg Reviews, for joining me on Think Different TV tonight. Check out Reg Reviews on YouTube. He reviews music, all of that great stuff. He talks a lot of crap on there, a lot more crap than he talks on my show.
I try to be respectful on your show.
I see. He got the cussing down to very minimal tonight, y'all. Usually he's dropping F-bombs every 2 seconds. So I want to thank y'all again for tuning in tonight and being a part of my Jeopardy. As always, it's been great, guys. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Peace.
See you. All right, y'all. Here we go. We are in the final minutes. And with these final minutes, I'm going to say thank you again for tuning in to Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. You could be anywhere tonight, but you choose to be right here with me, and I thank you so much. So smooches. You know, shout out to our sponsor yet again, Euphoria Water. Right there, you can see that Euphoria Water can be found on IG, Euphoria Water, UPHORIA And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. As always, guys, it's been a pleasure. I love you guys. I want you to take care. All right. I hope that helped someone tonight. As always, have a great week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the